Hi guys, this is Parag here, and I'm back with some motivation which I promised to bring on some Monday. So this time we have Sonali from Mumbai, who is a coach and entrepreneur, and she would like to share some her experience via this call, and I'm going to share this with everyone. So yeah, up to you, Sonali. Please introduce yourself with your name and city and everything.
Okay. Hi, everyone. So my name is Sonali Ghia, and I'm from Mumbai, and I am a fitness coach, as Sir said. I teach multi-disciplines like animal flow, Pilates, functional training, and yeah. So basically, this is what my work is, and I started my fitness journey. Like I started learning kettlebell from Parag sir. Actually, 2 years back when I did the course with him, but the actual learning started when I started my personal training sessions with him, and that's when my real learning of the kettlebell sport started. So that's how
Great,
it is.
great. So the idea of this interview is I've been interviewing a lot of people who are around 50, 50 plus, and women specifically who want to get into fitness or who are having some kind of a fitness background and who are having various challenges. So my this specific question goes to you to understand that what do you personally feel is in relation with the age? What is fitness? Say you started your training sessions little later in the age. So how do you relate that? So is fitness a criteria for your any kind of for example, if you're lifting kettlebells, if you're lifting any weights, how does the age interfere in this? What precautions should you take before you get into fitness if you are around 50 or even above 50?
Okay, so coming to that now, yeah, I am nearing 50. I'm almost there in a couple of years. So that's how it is. And I also started my journey of kettlebell pretty late in life. And in fact, I had major back issues and I had actually come out of that rehab before I went into. But kettlebell really attracted me so much that I said, no, no, I took it up as a challenge because I had multiple things like I in between even had a shoulder injury, like a rotator cuff. I have like a winging shoulder issue. And with all that, I couldn't even lift 1 kilo. And that was pulling me down. Being a fitness coach, I was like feeling, yaar, I want to do something more with my life. And that's when I took the kettlebell learning course first as a teacher's trainer course, and then I started taking personal coaching. And when I started this, I realized that yeah, it's a very technique based sport. Like the correct technique is very important. It's not as easy as just a dumbbell lifting that you can just learn online and you can do it. So it's a specific. Secondly, it requires along with technique, it requires a lot of other things like good nutrition, because you're lifting weights. It's an endurance sport also. So you have to, like, say you're lifting marathon for 30 minutes or whatever. It requires a lot of stamina. So when you're nearing, you are, especially for women, men also, but for women who are in that age bracket of, like, say 45 to 55, I would say, I would put everybody in that bracket. You're in your menopausal stage, maybe post whatever. So there are a lot of changes happening in your body. And actually, that time is the time when actually you should be doing your resistance training or strength training. So you should be getting into some form of strength training, which will help you actually sustain and pass through this period very easily. So, for example, now you have decided on, say, a kettlebell sport or something. I feel the main thing is nutrition. First thing is your nutrition has to be good. Second is the coach is very important. You have to go under a right coach and who can help you with the techniques, because if you do it with the correct techniques, your injuries are less. That's the difference between doing without a coach and with a coach, because there is that one bad day when you can just, it is
True.
entirely, just take
Yes.
you off the course, and you may lose your motivation, and you may go back in, nahi karna hai mujhe, by this is kettlebell is. So it's not actually about that particular equipment. It's about the way you do it and how have you done it. So nutrition, coaching, I think it's the main thing. Secondly, you have to be patient, because at that age, you're not young as 24, where it's going to, strength is just going to come to you. Like you started training and 1 month, oh, wow, I can lift so much. It's not going to happen. You have to be really patient. You have to trust your coach, be patient, and, bear with all those. Maybe you go back sometimes. Maybe there are certain setbacks in life, which I've got lots of setbacks in my life. I've given you an example: shoulder, knee, back spasm, a lot of things have happened. But you come back, you go to a rehab, go to a good physiotherapist. What I feel is that you should always have a contact of a good physiotherapist. So you go, train, again rehab, come back and start your training and get back into training. So it requires patience, positivity,
Yes.
good coach, nutrition. I think all these are the main factors,
Yes,
which,
yes,
yeah.
yes. That's a great advice actually. And do you personally feel that, see, apart from fitness training, what else do you really do to really keep that positivity up in your entire day? I mean, uh, I'm sure all the things which you have mentioned are pretty positive, but apart from that, what are other things which you really add on to your fitness regime, which basically keeps you very positive all throughout the day? Because what happens is at your age, many people might have like the grown-up children who are basically getting setting up their career, and a lot of other things are there. You have grandfather, grandmother to take care. So how do you take care of your positivity throughout the day? What is like maybe
Okay,
one
that's
or
a
two
great
tips?
question.
One
Actually,
of the
that's a
one or
great
two tips.
question,
Yeah.
because I'm seeing, especially with COVID also, and your mid-age crisis, and with your family responsibilities, I'm exactly in whatever you said. I've gone through all of that. Okay, so I have a 21-year-old son who is about to now, go for his masters. I had a, old in-laws, mother-in-law. I have the responsibility of my mother, plus managing the house. Yes, it's multiple, but I think what keeps me going, first of all, a little time for your own self, introspection. And
Okay.
a big part of that would be yoga, I would say, because
Okay.
I do a little bit of meditation. I do a little bit of pranayams in the morning. I start my day with that. And that has a very, and this is not now, I've been doing it for some time. And I think
Okay.
that's the reason I'm able to get out of all these problems that I fall into. I'm
Okay.
able to come out and be positive, and
Okay. Wow.
come out. So yeah, I feel yoga, meditation, doing something what you love, take time out to say, maybe it may be music. For
Okay.
some people, music is therapy. For some people, trekking is therapy. Like I love going on outdoors. I love nature. So I
Okay.
like going on these one day treks. So maybe that. Some people just talking to friends is, so whatever it is, I think you should first of all give priority to yourself at
True.
this age, because you may not have done that from the age of 30 to 45, probably because you're bogged down, children are small and all. This is now your time. So
Yes.
rather than just waiting for other people to, depending on other people for your happiness, and I feel you have to take charge of your life and just get first, love yourself, try
Yes.
to do things for yourself, you be happy automatically. I think that gives you the power to just do everything else. I feel that. Yeah.
Super, super. Yeah, I think you mentioned a very key word here is introspection, and I think not a lot of people really go into that depth of understanding our own self to understand what really we want at this age, and many times we go with the flow. So we need to really stop sometimes and just try to understand what we really want, and understand to take this journey very being very happy and very joyful, and just having being into a bliss mode all the time. That's
Correct.
most important. Yeah, cool. So great. Yeah, most important, like nowadays, because since lockdown last year, many people have switched their training to online training. What kind of difference do you find between online and offline training? How do you see what are the challenges here?
Okay.
You're taking online trainings. What is the difference between online and offline training?
Okay, the main difference between online and offline is, I feel in online, what is it that it's just that obviously you're not in person there to manually correct whatever mistakes are there.
Yeah.
So, the client's attention or the student's attention has to be absolutely bang on. In
Yes.
the sense, you really have to focus on what your coach is telling you, and, forget everything for that 1 hour and be in the class, because you are in a remote, and if you're lifting weights, you're handling something which is not it's so you have to really pay attention on technique. So that's a big challenge. So second, in fact, there are a lot of advantages also, that for example, I am in Mumbai, my coach is in Pune.
Yeah.
But it was difficult. I wouldn't have got this chance. So in fact, I used COVID to up my training. Otherwise, I would have waited for 1 year. Abhi kab main Pune jao and when do I train? Kind of thing. So that there are big advantages. So you can just sit in your homes and do it. But challenges are, yes, you have to get certain equipments in your
Yes.
house, and you have to buy. That is a big challenge, and especially in Mumbai when you don't have so much place. So getting all the luckily Kettlebell is not so much of an investment, but still there support all the other equipments. Yeah, it's a big challenge. But I
True.
think if you want to do something, then if within all those limitations, also you just try to
Yes.
manage and train.
Yes.
And that's what I have followed, because I
True.
didn't want to waste a single minute of COVID break
Yes.
sitting in
Yes.
my house. I said, no, 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 online to online, let's get started. And actually, yeah, a lot of change in my body in 1 year.
Yes. Wow. Great. Great. So now, last question, very important. Like your advice to people out there who are training who are around 50, and like maybe you want to add the biggest lesson what you have learned in past 12 months. That's in COVID, when it comes to fitness or when it comes to training. So maybe we'll just sum up this. Maybe you want to add something.
Yeah, first of all, yeah. So biggest change is this fitness kept me sane in the COVID.
Acha.
It really kept me balanced, because yes, fitness is very important. I feel exercising is very important to just get those happy hormones going and
Yes.
feeling good. So all that dullness and all the negativity that is around you, half of the time it just goes. Second, what it helped me is I used to have these goals for myself every now. Okay, Abhi, I want to get here. I want to improve on my this, that. So that goals kept, so you need to have a goal in life, especially in such times, because
Sure.
unless you have a goal,
True.
if there is nothing to see that where I want to reach, it is very difficult to just aimlessly just keep on doing. So I think, yeah, it's very important to have a goal for yourself. Like, say you are just not moving today, I feel just add movement to your life from
Yes.
tomorrow.
That's a key
It may be
thing.
any form of movement. If you're moving, then maybe something what do you want to learn further, try to tap. There are lots of things. It's not just about kettlebell, it's anything in fitness. So I think, yeah, it's just to keep your eyes, ears open, just use the time. And rather than cribbing, and rather than being negative about I can't go out, I can't do this, I can't do that, I think go inward and just try whatever flaws and whatever missing things in your life. This is actually, God has given you a great time to just use it and up
True.
your
True.
level.
Your
I
fitness.
think, yeah,
Yes. Yes.
that's what I would say. Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely awesome. Great. Great. Thank you. Thank you, Sonali. I mean, it was really
Welcome, sir.
great talking with you, and I'm sure the viewers would have a lot of insight from your experience of so many years of training yourself and training the other clients as well. And plus, COVID has taught us a lot of things. If you think negative, you will be always negative. If you think positive, you
Absolutely.
will be always
Absolutely.
positive. Yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
great, great, great. So thank you very much. I wish you good luck. And
Thank you so
yeah,
much.
see you soon. Yeah,
Thank
thank
you
you.
so much.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye
Thank you.
bye. Yeah.
Bye.